Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of The Love Club. This one is going to be a special episode because we have some big, huge, life-changing news. Nathalie, do you want to tell everyone?
Yes. So I am pregnant.
Woo!
Yay! Yeah. So very exciting. I'm very happy to finally be able to tell everyone.
Also very, very excited to become an aunt and very excited for you to become a mom. I remember when we were little and someone asked you what you wanted to be when you grew up, and you said you wanted to be a mom.
Yeah.
And that is just, it's just the sweetest thing that finally that will happen.
Yeah, it's coming true.
It is.
Yeah,
it is.
It still feels a little bit unreal. Like I'm still like, I think both Victor and I are like, is this real? Like, is there actually a baby in my belly right now? But no, it feels really incredible. But it does feel a little bit unreal. So I'm very excited. Both of us are.
I can imagine. And how are you feeling so far in the pregnancy?
I'm feeling good. I think before I got pregnant, I expected it to be like a nightmare because people often share like their hard times during the pregnancy and like how nauseous they are and how bad they feel. So I was really like preparing for the worst when I found out I was pregnant. I was like, okay, this is probably going to be a very tough period, especially the first trimester. They say is very tough. And it was tough. I wouldn't say that it was easy. I am now in week 13. So the first trimester of the pregnancy is officially over. So I'm entering the second.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Well
But
done.
I would say, yeah, thank you. During the first trimester, in the beginning, I didn't really notice anything drastic. But then in like maybe week 7 or 8, I did feel very nauseous and tired. But the tiredness was probably the biggest thing for me. I was so tired and I still get very tired. But I do feel like I have a little bit more energy now. And I think just having the right mindset, because obviously like it's not nice to walk around and feeling nauseous, but it's like, okay, what can I do about it? And also I'm so grateful that I'm pregnant, and that is like a privilege and not something that I take for granted. So I am very grateful for that. And yeah, so I think just trying to take it as slow as you can and take care of your body, I think is the most important thing. And also like if it's just a short period. I think also like when you have a newborn, you hear a lot about people being very tired, which I can imagine, be very sleep deprived. But it's also like it's such a short period until, I hope, until the baby gets some routine. So I think just having like the mindset that it's just, you'll get through it.
Yeah, and it'll be worth it. That's the thing, right? I think for any challenge that you have in life, if you can think about the positives and you can think about, if you're pregnant, do you think about the actual outcome, which is a child? Then it's worth it. And I think you have a really good mindset. For some people, I think it's really hard to change things in their lives and change habits. And I know you made some diet changes, as you have to sometimes when you're pregnant. So I think you've got a really good mindset. But I know one thing you thought would be extremely challenging is coffee, because you wanted to cut down on caffeine.
Yeah, it was so weird. That is something that I never ever thought I could stop drinking. Like I was always like, yeah, but I love coffee. I'm a coffee drinker. Like I really identified as someone who loves coffee. And you've stopped drinking coffee, and I was like, that's something that's like unimaginable to me. Like how like what would I? No, it would just feel so strange. But yeah, I think it was actually like the pregnancy made me stop. So it was like I kind of wanted to cut down, and then the pregnancy just, I don't know, the craving for it just went away. And then I was like, well, I don't even feel like drinking it. And also, since you should limit your caffeine daily, I was like, well, if I drink like maybe 2 cups of tea a day, that will be a little bit of caffeine. But like cutting out coffee, that was something that I really didn't think I could I could do. But now I've stopped. I've been wanting to cut out, like at least lower the amount of caffeine I drink.
Mm.
But now just stopping completely was like, yeah, it worked out. But that might have contributed to the tiredness um,
Yes.
during a few weeks there too. So
Caffeine
yeah,
deficiency. No, but I think it's
yeah,
really cool that it feels like your body knows what's best for it.
yeah,
That you felt like
yeah.
it was so much easier physically than it would have been
Mm,
otherwise. Because I know you've always
yeah.
said, or when I stopped drinking caffeine, and for me, it was like my body does not like caffeine or like coffee.
Mm,
Like I get
mm,
too jittery, I don't feel good, I get nauseous. I drank
yeah.
coffee for the longest time, but I'm really happy I stopped. But I think
Mm,
when you have physical symptoms as well, it's easier. But
yeah.
if you don't have a strong reason for it,
Mm.
it's not as easy.
So I haven't had that many like crazy cravings during my pregnancy so far. It might come later, but I have really been loving fruit and especially mandarins. I
Oh,
love mandarins. So
that's so
and
funny. I
that's
saw you eating
mm,
one just before we started recording.
yeah,
When
yeah.
you logged on, you literally had one
In my
in
mouth.
your
Yeah, I
mouth.
was like,
Yeah.
yeah. No, I love mandarins for some reason, and that's not something that I've really like cared for earlier. So it's a bit random, but I've heard that pregnant women like can really like fruit for some reason. No
Hmm.
idea why, but
Could it be the sugar or something that the
yeah, it's sweet, I
baby
guess, or
wants
like
it?
a little bit sour. Yeah, I don't know. It's something about it I really like, and also grapes. Those are really
Mm,
good.
yep.
But other than that, I haven't really had any like crazy cravings, I wouldn't
Mm.
say. But we'll see.
Yes, exactly. Time will tell. I think the craziest one I've heard is pickles with ice cream
Ugh,
of pregnancy
that's a
cravings. So you're not there
yeah.
yet.
No, no, that sounds bad.
Yeah, that's so crazy.
Pickles and ice cream. No, I
Yeah.
don't have that at least.
No, not
No.
yet.
Exactly. Yeah. Shouldn't speak too soon.
Exactly. No, it
Yeah.
is interesting because I feel like in general, all pregnancies are different. Like either
Yeah.
even for one person, like the first, second, third pregnancy can be really different. Really happy you're doing so well so far.
Thank you. Yeah, it's a relief. Like it could have been so much worse. So
Yeah.
I do feel grateful for that. So my due date is at the moment, I think it's the 24th of April,
Oh,
2026. So next spring we'll have a little baby.
oh.
um yeah, so that is exciting. So it feels I don't know, it feels like time has gone by so slow and so quick at the same time. I feel
Mm.
like it's like getting quicker now. I think in the beginning it was super slow. I was like, oh my God, now it's like 3 more days of this week, and then I'm in the next week. Like, it felt very slow and like nothing is really you're not showing. So it's like, yeah, and then you're just tired and nauseous. So it's like, it's a little bit, I don't know, boring in a way.
Yeah.
But now that I'm actually starting to have a little bit of a belly at least, and yeah, we've done one ultrasound, we're doing another one next week. Um, so it does feel a little bit more real once you get to like the end of your first trimester.
Mm.
So that's fun.
And I can imagine also like when you start showing and also when you do the ultrasound.
Yeah,
That was also
exactly.
for me, that was so exciting, seeing the
Yeah,
little
I
baby
think
and it makes it real.
yeah, yeah, I think I watched that video of the ultrasound like 100 times probably.
Yeah.
And just like rewatching it and then looking at it. Yeah, the baby is so cute. So yeah, we're very excited. But it does feel a little bit unreal. Like we don't have
Mm.
any like babies in our family or like any
No.
relatives. We don't have that many cousins in our family. We are sisters, if the
Yes.
person listening doesn't know. So that is also like it feels very new, I think, to both of us. Victor's sister just had a baby like 3 months ago, and just holding him and like it's so crazy. Like we were there yesterday at dinner and they said like, can you believe you're gonna have one of these next year? And it's like it's really hard to grasp. You're
Yeah.
like, yeah, it's still like feels a little bit like unreal.
How's Victor? How's he doing?
He is very excited. I think we're kind of feeling the same way in that way that we're like, is this happen? Like, is this real? Is this
Yeah.
actually happening? Um, but he is super excited, and that is actually a thing that he said to me very early on in our relationship. That he said like, I really think you would be a great mother, and no one has ever said that to me, and it was just so like yeah, I'll just always remember that he really saw that in me, like the caring side of me that could like care for a child. So I really like, yeah, he's always said that and always felt like you would be a really good mom. And before I met Victor, I wanted to have kids when I was young, and then I kind of got to my 20s, and then it just felt so far away. Like having kids and also finding the right person. I was like, if I'm gonna have kids, I want to have them with someone that I know that I want to spend the rest of my life with, that I know will be a good dad no matter what. Like he's always gonna show up. So and that felt very hard to find. I was like, how am I gonna find this person that feels so perfect? But yeah, I found him. So yeah, I'm very happy, and it feels like perfect timing for us as well. I think yeah, I feel like you can never be prepared to have a child. Like you're never like no matter how many books you read, how many like videos you watch on like how to do things, like you're never gonna be 100% prepared until you have your baby, and also babies are different. So I think that's just like I feel like we're as prepared as you can be, and then just a part of it is just gonna have to be an unknown part. Um, because we've never actually had a baby. So it's gonna be very exciting to get to know our baby and like because they're all so different. So we'll
That's
see.
the thing as well. Like all children are different, so
Yeah,
you can't prepare for a unique individual either, right? You
exactly.
are going to have to
Yeah,
figure some things out. You can't, yeah, you don't know what they're going to be like. So
exactly. Yeah.
that's so true.
Yeah, exactly. And also, like, you don't even know, are they going to be like how you were when you were a kid? Like, I
Mm.
was very, love to climb
Yes.
on everything. And Victor was chaotic. Like, when his mom talks about how he was when he was a kid, I'm like, oh my God, please don't make my kids like that. Like he was insane. Like he was just like a thunderstorm. And then she was like, yeah, but yeah, he got a little, he was crazy. But then it got better, like when he was like 13 or something. It's like, that's
Great.
so long.
Just 13 years of
13
chaos.
years. Yeah. I was like, that's not very reassuring.
No, no,
So,
not really.
but yeah, all kids are different, so we have no idea
Yes,
how ours is gonna be. So, and either way, we'll figure
exactly.
it out. So,
Yes,
yeah.
yes, you will. You will. I mean, you survived all your climbing and adventures, and he's
Exactly.
survived the chaos. But it was funny when you were little, since I'm a few years older than you. Sometimes I would
Mm,
watch you, and I
yeah.
would literally look away for 2 seconds, and you were
Mm.
up in the cabinets, like in the kitchen, like so high up. And yeah, that was your thing,
Yeah.
climbing. It's funny how you've never pursued that. Maybe you should.
No.
Maybe you
Yeah,
should
be like a
go
professional
climbing.
climber.
See, yeah, you were really good at it when you were 3. So I think maybe
Yeah, I
something to
should have gone
try.
for that.
Yes.
It's funny because I'm like afraid of heights, so it doesn't make sense.
No, it doesn't really. No, it's
No.
strange.
Yeah, I can't climb too far up.
No, exactly.
Like low
You can climb
climbing.
really fast.
I think it's gonna be a very like yeah, like you said in the beginning, it's life changing. So I really think it's gonna change me in a lot of ways. Also heard like I saw an interview with Hailey Bieber actually, and she said like a lot of people talk about like bouncing back or like coming back to who they were after
Mhm.
they've had their baby. And she said that like for me there was no going back. There was only going forward. Like this is a new version of me. I can't go back to my old one and I wouldn't want to. But like I think that's also like a mindset that like life will never be the same. It is life changing, but also in a really amazing, wonderful, magic way. But I think just that's the mindset that I'm trying to have. Like, okay, this is going to be very different, like this life, but it's going to be beautiful. And yeah, so I just think I like having that mindset when it comes to like actually having a baby, because you're always going to have someone else to care for and to focus on, and that you'll want to focus on all the time, and probably worry about a lot as well. But I think it's going to be, yeah, I think it's going to be a very incredible experience and life. We were talking about maybe doing a Q&A also in the future if you have any questions about the pregnancy, if there's something special that you'd like to know. So yeah, but that was the update. I'm pregnant. And yeah.
Very exciting. So for the Q&A, we'll pop a box in Instagram, in stories, and then you can ask your questions there. I know I will have a bunch more.
Thank you so much for listening to this episode of the Love Club. And don't forget to follow us on Instagram, where we are at theloveclub.podcast. And we will see you in the next episode.
Bye!
Bye!